Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to take a look at something that Daybreak is giving. As far as I know, they're giving that to every single character in the game. Basically, it's to make up for the fact that possibly with all the new changes, a lot of players will have to change their gear and put new mods in their gear. So basically what they're doing is that they're sending you an email, basically somehow telling you that the stat revamp update has been went live, and basically they're giving you a whole bunch of mods to make up for the fact that they made a whole bunch of changes into the game. So once you've picked it up, basically I'll show you the little box. The little box kind of looks like this. So let's take a look at what's in the box. So as you can see, they're giving us some equipment mods, some exchange kits, whatever. So we seem to have 20 equipment mods surplus box, 20 prefab mob exchange kits, generator mod or surplus box, and some equipment mod exchange kits. I assume it's in case we need to change the mods in our gear. So as you can see right now, this character only has a handful of beta mods. So let's remedy to that. For beta mods, I'm not going to use whatever recovery kits they give us. But basically, if we look, as you can see, I could use some of those recovery kits that they're showing, but I'm not going to do that. There's a bit of lag in the menu when you need to do some crafting sometimes. It's sad, but it happens. I actually had more than enough. So let's recover. So as you can see, I could use either the Recovery Kit Alpha or the Equipment Exchange Mod Kit that was supplied by the game. There's no point in using those those kits right away. I'll probably use them much later down the line. So we got 12 generator mods. I'm not sure if I have any generator mods with this character. Let's replace our cells. I do have a few mods, but you can see I have Restoration 3.1 and Power 3.1, Dominance 3.1, Vitalization 3.3. It's not much, but that's what I have. So let's use our generator mods for this bit. There's 12 of them. As a rule of thumb, I have, like in this case, this is a gadget character, so I would go with Vitalization mods, with Might mods, unless I decide to use weapons. If I decide to use weapons, I would go with Precision mods, but if I decide to use powers, I would go with Might mods, and I would go with what's the other one? Power mods. So let's get started. So I will need 3 Vitalization mods. They seem to select the highest mods you have, unless 3.3 is what you're supposed to get at this at the combat rating that I'm at. We'll see. So I'll need 4 Vitalization mods. I'll need 4 Might mods. And I'll need 4 power mods. So the strength or the quality of the mods you get depends on the level of your character, basically. With some higher level characters, I had some a bit more powerful mods. So there we go, we did the mods for our generator. So now let's do the mods for our gear. So as you saw, we have 20 boxes with equipment mods for our gear, but we don't have 20 pieces of gear that requires mods, at least as far as I know. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the magic number. So basically we could mod this set of gear, and then later down the line we could mod a new set of gear if we wanted to. Basically, because the problem with mods, normally I wouldn't use mods with characters at this level, because at like, well, what am I? At combat rating 59, I'm going to keep on changing my gear quite often. So odds are the mods I'm going to use right now will be pretty much wasted pretty quickly. Although I do have a bunch of recovery mods, of recovery kits, so I guess it won't be too big of a waste. Let's test it out. So again, I'll go with vitalization mods. I suppose it'll be the last, and yeah, of course. So as you can see, it gives us mods type 3, so let's go for that. And let's see how many. Oh, I don't have. I just realized I don't have controller gear as I thought. Oh, I'm so sad now. Usually, as a rule of thumb, I gather controller gear, but this is a character that's a pretty old character. So at the time, odds are I wasn't really getting controller gear, but mostly DPS gear. So let's see then. I need 1 more yellow, 2 more yellow, and I'll need a whole bunch of reds. Okay, so let's go for our two extra yellow. Again, normally I wouldn't do this, but why not? It's not a character I use that often, so a few extra mods probably could help. So for the red ones, I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll need 6 red ones. Would be tempting to go with precisions or might. Actually, it would be tempted to go with might, but I'll try to go with might and vitalization. So that means vitalization dominance, vitalization might. So we need 1 more red and 1 blue. And for the blue one, I'll go with probably vitalization and dominance. Yeah, I could go with vitalization and health, but dominance is usually a bit more useful for a controller. It depends how much dominance you have overall, but as a rule of thumb, let's go with that. So we used 10 of our mods. So we still have 10 more to use later down the line if we need to. And also, we have a bunch of recovery kits also that should allow us to get our mods back. So in theory, we should be able to use the mods that I have right now at least for a bit, and then we should be able to replace them later down the line with the 10 mods I have left. We'll see if it actually works that way in the long run. So as you can see, it gives me a whole bunch of vitalization and might, or a whole bunch of mods in my various pieces of gear. So that was it for today. So this is pretty much the mods that you're given by Daybreak. So by the time you're done modding your gear, you should have at least 10 more mods left for later down the line. And you should have a whole bunch of recovery kits. Although the prefab mods exchange kit, these were done with prefabricated mod in mind, and there's no more such mods in the game. So unless you had some prefabricated mod in your gear, those recovery kits are pretty much useless. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So basically, Daybreak gave everyone a whole bunch of mods to be able to remod their gear if they needed to, thanks to all the changes that were made in the game. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.